Captain America throws his mighty shield. All those who chose to oppose his shield must yield. If he's led to a fight and a duel is due, then the red and the white and the blue will come through when Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? Actually back in front of the camera today. Most of my infection has cleared up. My eyes are open now. It's got a little left on my forehead there. If you didn't see my last video, I contracted some kind of bacterial infection on my face. I've had a little bug bite or a scratch on my forehead that pretty much made my whole entire face swell up. Pretty much you couldn't see the corner of my eyes, both my eyes, my whole side of my face, my neck, under my chin. It was pretty bad. But I've been taking 9 antibiotics a day, which is not fun. But it's all pretty much all cleared up now. So I'm gonna try to do this quick. It might be kind of a long video. Don't typically like to do long videos. Don't like to watch long videos, so don't like to do long videos because nobody seems to watch videos I do really long. But I'm really excited today. I had a whole video. I did a video a while back. Didn't come out great. Alright, this stack of comics here I got at a show a couple weeks ago. I'll show those separate. Just a few new books that I picked up. Some books from my local comic shop, and then some books I went today. I found a new shop in Buffalo, which I'm in love with, and I'm probably gonna go broke in this place. But just show you some the new stuff that I picked up recently. Don't have a whole lot of books on my pull list or anything, but didn't pick up anything this week. I know the new Captain America came out. Captain America Mighty Avengers came out. Haven't picked those up yet. This is from last week, I believe, a couple weeks ago. Fantastic Four number 12. Been really liking this series. I'm really going to be bummed out when this ends. So we'll see what happens with the whole movie bullshit. So been really liking that. This is another series from Boom Studios. They've been putting out some really good books lately. So this is number 3 of 4. It's Cloaks. It's a pretty good story. But this kid was a street magician, kind of spy kind of stuff. But it was really interesting. So I kind of like that. And this one I have not read yet, but I'm really interested in reading it. It's number 1. This is this from Boom also. Well, this is from Image. Of course, Image always puts out good stuff. This is Humans. So haven't read this one yet, but really want to read that one. And then issue 10 of Black Science. I didn't pick up issue 9. The comic shop that I've been going through for years. This is probably the only book I have. This is actually the only book I have left on my pull list there. With all these white covers, the issue 9 he put in my pull in my folder was a huge crease like right here. The whole black. This whole thing was black. And I'm like, I don't want that. I'm not picking that up. I don't want it. He's like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, I'm thinking maybe he'll give me a discount on it because it's a damaged book. So I'm waiting for him to offer a discount. I'm like, I'm not paying for that. He's like, well, I'll send it back as a damaged book because he said, we didn't do that. Like, yeah, I don't know that. I don't know where it sits in there, but so he just put it back on the shelf. He's like, I'll try to order another one, which obviously he didn't. And then the following week, he puts all his books 35% off. So I think, okay, maybe 35% off, I'll pick it up. No, it was gone already. So instead of offering me that 35% off right on the spot, he waits next week, put all his books 35% off, and of course it was gone. So now I have to order it. So slowly but surely, this is my last book there, which I believe will shortly not be there. And I have another shop that I go to for some other books. So that's the story there. But he does have some back issues there, and he just picked up a huge collection that I pulled some stuff out of. These are a couple books I just picked up there. I picked up issue number 200 of the Justice League of America. These are one of those square bound books. Really good shape. It was like $2, so that wasn't too bad. And then I've always been a big fan of Batman, but I don't read anything Batman. And so I figured why not pick up some Brave and the Bold, just some books here and there, you know, one-shot stories of some characters that I kind of like. So I picked up issue number 196 with Batman and the Ragman. It was also a couple bucks. So now I'll kind of go into this big haul of books that I got here from the store, and most of this is 50-cent books, dollar books, and then there's some books I bought at another shop, and then one kind of, I think the most I spent was like $7, I think, on one book, but that's at the end. So let's kind of go this really quick. Most of these are from different vendors, and they're giving some pretty good deals that day. So these ones, first few, were like 50 cents a piece. Let's do this. This is from one vendor here. These are all 50 cents a piece. This is, I think this is the whole run except for number 6 of the Marvels Project. Let me do these backwards. That's 8. Well, I'm not going to go through all these, but I got 1 through 8 minus 6, 50 cents a piece. And then just to make it an even 8 books, I bought issue 154 of the Fighting Army. So, and then this is from a different vendor. I think this was a buck or 50 cents. Yeah, this was $1. Defenders number 27. 50-cent book, Hawk World number 2. I believe that finishes that run for me there. This is 50 cents. It's challenge number 1. Trying to slowly close in. When these first came out, a buddy of mine had these, and I read most of them, but I never finished the story, so now I'm trying to pick them all up. This was $1. 2001: Space Odyssey, number 10. So what's a haul without some good Kirby stuff? Number 18, Mr. Miracle, another $1 book, and another book I'm really happy to see. This is the first time I've ever seen these books. Schmo Daddy sent me a couple of these issues, and I finally got issue number 1 of Silver Star for $1. Really loving that. And let's see, these some 50-cent books here. Let's see. A couple of these, the show all the time, they always say first few people in the door get free books, and they just kind of have them slathered all over the table, and they're free. I think last year I grabbed a big stack of books. This time I only grabbed 2. These are just from a couple of books from Mike Grell. John Sable Freelance, issues 8 and 9. They're usually pretty musty smelling, so that's probably why they give them out free. And then for 50 cents, I grabbed from one guy issue number 3. I grabbed, just for the hell of it, this looked pretty interesting. And it's another Mike Grell book. This is annual 1 of the Warlord. Love that cover. And it was really cool to see these. I think these are the ones that Custom Bromstar was talking about. And I think there's a new series that came out of this. This is a mini series, 3 parts, and I got 2 and 3 of Winterworld. There's 2 and 3, so I picked those up for 50 cents. And I think this was $1. A Secret Society of Supervillains. 14. Got a bunch of those now. Okay, these were the Marvel Project books. Those were from one guy, and his buddy had a table next to him. So, the only guy's funny. He's like, doesn't matter what you buy, we'll give you a deal, whether you like it or not. So, they're giving pretty good deals. So I bought a bunch of these books. This was, I think, it ended up being like $2. Devil Dinosaur number 5. Which, now that I see this, kind of makes me mad, because now I thought the only one I needed was 5, but now after seeing this, the only one I need is 4. I could have had number 4 for 50 cents today. But here's number 5. This ended up being, I think, $3. There's $6 price tag on it, but obviously with the deal he gave me for $3. This is number 1 of Marvel 2-in-1. Thing in the Man thing. Pretty cool. This ended up being, I think, $1, 50 cents maybe. It's the Last Days of Animal Man, 3 of 6. I think I need one more to finish that series. This is a 50-cent book. Nice big crease right down the middle of it. Number 28, Commandy. This is another $1 book, issue 33 of The Defenders. There's no order to this, don't worry. Then the Rand Thanagar War, issue 1 of 6. I think that was 50 cents. What else we got? Let's see. Oh, and then finally, everywhere I go, I always see issues 1 through 16, but I never see issue number 17. It's the last one I needed from the 86 series of Hawkman. So number 17. Finished my run of that. I think this was, I think I had $3 on it, but I think I ended up getting it for like $1. After it was all said and done with the deals it gave me. And then I found this. It was in a $1 box. And I'm like, wow, for $1, I'll gladly take that. And as Gimpy would say, this has been in somebody's butt. Obviously, it's just going to be a little placeholder for now, until I can get a better copy. But issue number 60 of Tales of Suspense. This thing is fucking disgusting. They took out the bag and board and put it in another bag and board. You know, for $1, I don't mind rips, tears, detached covers, but fucking mold is where I draw the line. If you're going to sell a book, you know, and I didn't know this at the time. I was flipping through really quick. I took this out of the original bag and board that it came in. And you want to talk about instant allergy attack? The fucking mold in this book is ridiculous. And I was really, really tempted to email him and say, you know, if you're going to sell books like this for $1, you know, when it comes to somebody's health, it's mold. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm glad it's in a bag and board now and it can affect any of my other books, but like I said, rips, tears, creases, missing pages even, detached covers for $1, but mold is where you kind of got to draw the line. I know, I mean, but still, like I said, at the time if I would have noticed it, I wouldn't have bought it. But like I said, it's sealed up now, so sealed for my protection. And then I'll show you the 2 bigger books that I got before. But on the way home, I had a little bit of money left over, so I stopped at a store I go to all the time up there, and just quickly grabbed a couple books. And I grabbed this one thinking it was part of the series that I was working on, but I didn't realize it was another 6-issue series. So this is number 1 of Ragman, Cry of the Dead, issue 1 of 6. I thought it was the 8-part series, but this is the 6-part series, so now I need the other 5 of that. And then I grabbed number 8 of the 8-part series. So that's Ragman number 8. So I think I just need number 1 of that. And then I bought issue number 1 of the original series. And this store is awesome. I wish the store was closer, because he gives 35% off of subscription services. Everything else, you walk in the door, everything is 25% off. Whether it's a back issue, whether it's a trade, whether it's a brand new book that came out that day, everything's 25% off. Which is awesome. Too bad it's an hour the other way from me. But when I go there, I always pick something up, so it's a great guy. I went there years ago for sports cards. The store's called the Card Store. And he had a little bit of comics and a lot of cards. Well, recently he's remodeled, in the whole middle of his store is just one big shelves with all new comics. He's got a little bit of cards now. And then at the show, so this is the big book that I bought. It was $6. And then just before the show, I was thinking, just think about something to buy, you know, something, you know, odds and ends. And I said, what the hell, I want to look up this first appearance of this character. And that's the Karate Kid. I'm like, what's the first appearance? And it was 346 of Adventure Comics. It's like, if I find a first appearance, what the hell, I'll pick it up. I saw this issue in the bin, and it's got, it's missing a corner up here. It's pretty beat up, but he had it for $1. There's some writing on it, but for $1. So I said, what the hell? So when I bought this book, he threw this one for free. So get that for free. First appearance Karate Kid. Right there. It's also the first appearance of Princess Projecta, Pharaoh Lad, and Nemesis Kid. All these guys down here. This is pretty cool. He actually fights Superboy. Karate Kid fights Superboy. It's pretty cool. So I read that one. Now this is not a series that I collect very often, but I've always wanted it because of the cover and because of the story. So I finally bought issue number 12 of Iron Fist. You can tell by the cover why I bought it. It was $6. Not bad. It's got a little bit of water stain, and the spine is split a little bit right there, but I don't care. I love it. Other than that, I mean, the cover is beautiful on that. So really like that. I actually like the story. So if I can pick up some more Iron Fist for cheap, I will. So that's what I'm really excited about today. I'm always on Craigslist, always looking at ads, and I see that this store, it's typically known for selling sports cards, sports memorabilia, has started to sell comic books. And in their pictures on the Craigslist, they show all their picture like their CGC books, and in their display cases, and then they show some random box on table, and it's just marked. It just has a sign that says everything in this box 50% off. So I'm like, what could really be in there? Just just maybe some, maybe new books or random books, whatever. But I went in there not thinking they're gonna be, decent books. And then in the back wall they have all their 50-cent boxes and some just very, very limited newer stuff. But let me tell you, holy shit. Keys, it had every key book you can imagine in the display. On the wall, I don't care for the CGC stuff, I didn't really bother that, but on the wall, they had a lot of good stuff. In the display cases, everything 50% off. It's some decent prices, their higher grade stuff is all 50% off. In the boxes, everything in the box is 50% off. And I shit you not, before I walked in that store, I needed 8 issues of Captain America, Volume 1. They had, and of course I forgot my list, and usually don't go anywhere on my list. I think they had every one I need there, 50% off. I had $13 on me. So I wasn't picking up all of them. So I kind of had to figure out what if anyone was going to buy. So I want to go to quality. Do I want to go to quantity? Today I kind of went. I wanted to buy some books. I didn't want to walk out with just 1 or 2 books. So I'll show you what I bought. So I went through. I looked all over. I wanted to see what they had in all these boxes, all these 50-cent boxes. And they had some really good stuff. Mid-grade, low-grade, higher grade stuff. It was awesome. But I went through, I flipped through, and I went through all the 50-cent boxes. And even the 50-cent boxes, they had a lot of good stuff. They had a lot of shit. They had a lot of coverless books, stuff that probably wouldn't even pay a quarter for. But I found some pretty good stuff. I think I did, anyways. These are kind of just, like I said, these are kind of random. But issue number 2, The Secret Society of the Supervillains, 50 cents. Obviously, it's got issues, got some creases and stuff in it, but 50 cents. I'll take it all day long. When did this come out? When is this? This is 1976. Number 2, 50 cents. And they had a lot of these characters, which I thought was really cool. And then I've never seen these before. I know Mr. Gimpy has a bunch of these books, so I didn't buy any of the regular issues. I just went for the first summer special, Captain Canuck. They said they had, I think, like 3 through 9 or something they had there. for 50 cents. So I go back, I might pick those up. And then this is I've been reading some of the stuff that has some of these characters in it, and I really kind of want to get into this, this book here. And I thought it was odd because I saw this book in this bin, marked, I think, I want to say $20. I have no idea why. And I could have sworn it's the same exact book that I have in my hand. And I remember when I took it up there and I told him I had everything on the 50-cent box. He looked at this, and I don't know. I haven't looked it up yet, and why what made this different from the other one. This is issue number 1 of the Warren Ellis run of The Authority. I thought it's pretty cool because this is inked by Paul Neary, and he's my favorite Captain America artist. So I thought that was awesome. I don't know why the other one was marked $20, which was half off, it'd be $10, but I got this for 50 cents. No idea what the difference is. I don't know if it had an autograph on it or what. But then I found the Grant Morrison run of Authority. I haven't looked it up if it's a special cover or second print or whatever, but it's number 1 also. And Brewbreaker does a run of this too, so that was kind of made me kind of first interested in the series. So then I've been reading. I read the series of Point Blank that Brewbreaker did. So that's Grant Morrison run of Authority number 1. And I didn't know if I needed this, but for 50 cents, I did Black Panther number 6. The Demon number 6. Just the bag. It's kind of warped and stuff, but like I said, it's got little issues, but for 50 cents, all day. Then for 50 cents, this is beat to shit. Got a big water stain on it, big creases, but I can't leave it there for 50 cents. The Tale of Suspense number 97, first appearance of Whiplash. It's got a big water stain down here and a nice big crease down here. Didn't have it, so 50 cents, I'll take it. And this is kind of, I spent $7 today on one book, and I didn't have it. Down to 7, and all the books in those bins, 50% off, all come in these. I don't know if these are Mylar or wherever they are, but issue 103, Captain America. Yeah, so like I said, all those books come in these. Even there's another group of books that aren't 50% off, but they're decently priced and decent books. All have these. They're all in these. No, these are just, what kind of Mylar these are, but those are all the books in there. So that's my big book for the day. $7. I will take it. And I think I said he has the other 7 I think that I need. So trying to be a little, just talking to my wife, I'm like, oh, this place is nice, they have all the books I need. And she actually said next time that we go up there that she will actually let me go get them. So hoping within the next month, I know we have to take a ride back up there to finish the Captain America run. I think when I priced it out on various websites, I think for me to get the grade that I wanted, it would have cost me like $65 to get the last 9 that I needed. So now that I'm down to 7, I think I can get them at that store for like $45. Hopefully less. But that's all. 23 minutes, going on 24. That's all. Want to run down those books. Want to thank everybody for viewing, subscribing. I don't do many shout-outs, and I know I should. And one day I'll do a proper one. I don't really want to leave too many people out. But thanks to all the guys in the Fantasy Football League. It's going to come down to, I think, to the end. We have a lot of teams bottled up at 5-5. So I'm one of them. I think because I'm assed out near the bottom because of points. But it's going to be a good week. So I haven't done a fantasy football video in a while. I know I'm behind on my weekly videos. I think I'm like 2 weeks behind. But I'll get one of those out soon, maybe after this week. But that is all. Thanks again. We'll see you next one.